YouTube! ¿Qué pasa? Welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video on my channel. Thanks for joining. Now, today is another quick informational video, let's just call it like that. First of all, I do want to make this free accessory draw with you guys watching because I want to see what I get. So, let's do this. Let's go, times 10. I do hope to get a hard tea set. Let's just skip that. Nah, trash. Okay. Didn't get anything, but yeah, was a try worth. All right, now let's go to the main topic. The main topic is a certain banner which is dropping tomorrow, or basically today, but in a couple of hours, depending on where you live in. And it's the Lifelong Desires Summon, the Blood Warfare. Now let's jump into that banner. Let's check it out because I did get asked from a few people if they should summon on it. Now, this banner features three main characters, Lilia, Nanao, and Grammy. Those are the three main characters of this banner. It's a special summons featuring 1000-year Blood War version characters. So it's dropping tomorrow at the 21st of December, 8 a.m. and it's staying until the 1st of January. No, wait, it's staying until the 9th of January, right? Okay, so it's staying for two and a half weeks, I think. 2.5 weeks, is it? And let's check out the characters that are in there. So the main characters, well, let's just say it like that. The character lineup itself isn't bad. Like all of those are TYBW characters. You have TYBW Orihime, then you have Ichibei, you have Yachiro, you have the recently newly resurrected characters right at the bottom. You have Yachiro, then you have Kenpachi, and you have Kenpachi Yachiro, obviously. So definitely a banner, I believe, which is hitting quite a few people wanting to actually get those characters. So if I myself was gonna get that Retsu, then this would be the banner I would be going for personally. But yeah, if you're asking me, is this banner good? Lily is still good till today. Grammy is alright. Nanao is alright. Orihime is trash. Ichibei is still good in PvP, still being used in PvP, but very outdated. And the three below, since the resurrection, Retsu has been much more apparently used in PvP, but not really dominating the meta. So let's go to a breakdown. So it is a 26-step banner, usual format as we know it. So the 26-step can be used as often as you like. That's basically it. Now let's go over Nanao. So Nanao TYW version, she's a Espada killer. So if you're lucky on a Espada killer, definitely a good opportunity to get one. She has a stronger recharge time, -12%, enhancer, devastation, bruiser, berserker, frenzy +1. So she's actually useful if you're missing good Espada killers, but not really one of the top I would recommend, but definitely one if you're missing any of them. But apart from that, not really much use outside of Guild Quest. And even in Guild Quest, like I said, she's not going to be performing that well unless she's like Max Transcended 505 or something like that with 3-star SP at the end. But apart from that, not really worth it. Then Grammy, 1000-year Blood War version. Again, a SP character, Arankar. He has strong attack recharge time, -12%. This character is actually good because he has complete status immunity. So it's actually one of the older TYW version that actually has complete status immunity. He came around at a time, I believe he was one of the first to actually get that skill. So not gonna lie, still good till this day. Bruiser Berserker only at 20%. It was those 20% days. Nowadays you get like 40, 50, 60%. But yeah, it is what it is. Devastation plus 40%. Debilitator plus 2 seconds. Frenzy plus 1. Sprinter plus 1. He has Havoc, which makes him actually a bit better. I do believe if he is ever going to get his resurrection, they will be giving him something like maybe a strong attack recharge time and full stun, or maybe a strong attack damage on top of his soul trait. And I do believe his devastation is going to go to 50%, and they might give him Bruiser Berserker 40%. But yeah, that remains to be seen. But all in all, he is not a bad character. Right, next up, Lile, 1000-year Blood War version. This character is actually the only one which is actually really good till today. He's a ranged Soul Reaper killer SP. based unit. He has Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation plus Guard Break. He's from the Bruiser and Berserker 40%, so he's on the higher side. He has Devastation plus 60%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy plus 1, Sprinter plus 1, and hit an enemy chance 100% built in. So actually a very good character. This character can actually still carry IT rooms if at max transcendence. Still see him being used a lot from quite a few people when I play like on fun lobbies. Let's just call it like that. Like I usually like to open up IT rooms and I just say to people, bring your strongest, bring your favorite, whatever. And people I often see people join with him when it's Power Week. So definitely, this is actually the best character in the banner from the main 3 characters. And then as for the side units, Orihime Tybw version, very outdated. I mean, very, very outdated. Yes, she has weakened defense built in, Frenzy plus 1. Healer, medic, but yeah, not really much use unless you're like Orihime simp. Personally, don't like her. Oh, well, this version anyways. Next up, Oetsu. He's a nut unit. Misori per killer. I believe he was ranged. I'm not even sure if he's ranged. He does have flurry plus 1, which makes him actually let's just say a better nut unit. He has Bruiser 40% and Berserker 50% built-in guard break. So actually makes him a usable character. You could use him as a side unit in Sorry per week. He has paralysis duration minus 100%, so definitely a useful character, giving him something like full stamp damage and maybe damage to certain status aim and bane inflicted enemies, depending on what your main runner is for that certain guild quest week, would definitely be on the better side. But yeah, all in all, Oetsu is still a good character till today. Next up, Ichibei. Ichibei is the one character I do hope Caleb makes a remake of and gives us a crazy broken Ichibei, because yeah, I never even got to pull him in the first place. But he is a Sparta killer. He was originally released as a PvP unit as well. He's also a nut unit. He has damage take minus 16%. He has Berserker 50%, Pierce barrier built in, Start barrier built in, Flurry plus 1, Sprinter plus 1. As you can see, he's very good kitted out for an older character. I believe if he does get a resurrection, he probably end up with the same kit as Retsuya Chiro. He might get ignore Brave Battle Invincibility, or maybe prevent Brave Battle Last Ditch Survival, or something like that. I reckon he will get skills like that. So it remains to be seen what he's going to get, but I do really hope they make a remake of this character, similar to 3rd Anniversary Ulquiorra, because Ichibei, I mean, that's just an overpowered character. Right, next up, Yachiro, the Tybw version. She already received her resurrection. She's also a Sparta killer. Matter of fact, we have 1, 2, I believe it was 3 Sparta killers in one banner. Yeah, 3 Sparta killers. Crazy. Anyways, she is actually not bad after resurrection, but still not usable. Really, realistically, not really usable after resurrection. So yeah, it's a pass. I'm not going to go into detail over her. The best one from those, which is my favorite, is the Tybw version of Kenpachi. He's actually useful as a link. Very, very good link, since he received full stamp and plus 20% strong attack damage built in. And he's actually kind of fun to play with too. So that's actually the best character. And as for PvP, Yachiro has received a good boost. She's Captain Killer, so she's also somewhat usable in Guild Quest, but not really that good. But in PvP, she's definitely much more useful now, since she has ignore Brave Battle Invincibility, so she can be used as a counter to, like, for example, Yamamoto and other units. So definitely she's one of the better characters of this banner. But that's basically all of those units went over quickly in detail. If you're asking me if you should summon on the banner, I would strongly advise not to. Unless you're missing those units and you do want to collect them for collection purposes, obviously it's your choice. Go for it. I mean, the game's about having fun, so definitely Everyone should play the game how he likes. But if you're asking me, should you summon for it? I'll say no. Why? Simply because none of these units are actually useful nowadays in terms of usability. Yes, there are a few good links, and apart from Lille, the rest are actually trash in gameplay wise. None of those are any bonus units or anything like that. None of those is anything like broken or something like that. So getting them would actually be a waste of orbs, in my opinion. So naturally, you may get them in the future because they will be featured as side units in future TYBW banners, which is exactly why you should be skipping banners like these. I strongly recommend to wait for the end of month, basically end of year banner this time, because that is promising to be a very, very good or maybe very, very good characters, depending if you get a one character, two character, or three character banner. That remains to be seen. But apart from that, yeah, I wouldn't summon on this banner. I recommend not to, but like I said, if you're missing those characters and you do want them, then obviously go for it. And yeah, as always, thanks for joining. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.